Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great, then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old Tooth Fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
Life's been tough, and it's even tougher than ever to find a good therapist. But these days, all you hear is, "Sorry, we aren't accepting new patients." Next time, reach out to Life's Journey Counseling Services. They're located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now. Individual, couples, family, and group counseling are all services available at Life's Journey Counseling Services in Jewett City. Find them online at lifesjourneyct.com and click on Book Appointment for information on how to start or to simply get questions answered. Life's Journey Counseling Services has multiple therapists on staff, so your questions, concerns, and counseling needs will all be met. lifesjourneyct.com. It's the best place to start your personal journey to heal, become a better version of yourself, and strengthen your relationships. Life's Journey Counseling Services, 70 Main Street here in Jewett City, lifesjourneyct.com.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
Can you hear those things? Can I hear what? Can you hear? In the headphones. Yeah. Good? Is it too loud?
No, that's too soft. A little louder.
Get a little louder. How's that? Better? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Mr. Good Enough.
Or Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. It's Friday. The weekend is here.
Got it. Friday.
What a falsetto, man.
You think?
That's one heck of a falsetto.
I thought it was a true setto.
Oh,
see, I had to get my dad joke out before Paul talked.
You got a dad joke, Paul?
I could find one if you give me a couple.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Just let me
He's
find
searching.
one. It'll take me a little while to find one.
It's Ask Chris Anything Friday. If anybody has any questions
About
please.
anything.
About anything, yeah. You describe it.
Yeah, I may not know the answer, but I'll be happy to make something up for you.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
How do horses stay in such great shape?
By participating in the Gallup poll.
No, that's TV. They keep a stable diet.
I guess I didn't get a guess there.
You don't get-
I'm sorry.
No.
You wouldn't have got it anyway.
Yes.
Oh, here he goes. You wouldn't have got it anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got it. All right, give it another chance. Here's a chance.
right.
Here's a chance for you. Why did the pizza say to the, what did the pizza say?
Why's it got to be about food?
Okay, what did the pizza say to the gorgeous topping?
What did the pizza say?
Say to the gorgeous
topping?
I have no idea.
I never saw so beautiful face.
Oh my God.
Okay, to play along the pizza line.
Oh.
That was a little cheesy.
Oh my God. That's horrible, Paul.
Well,
That's
you won't.
horrible. One thing you're never going to hear with that kind of joke is a round of applause. It's not going to hear it. Oh, the only thing you're going to get right now is going to be a burp.
Okay.
And the quest continues for Paul's good jokes.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, he'll pop one out. Ooh, I heard that.
Wow.
So I want to just say something real quick about the multi-purpose field. That the referendum is going to be Wednesday, which is February 1st.
Mhm.
I watched the Board of Selectmen meeting last week. I watched the replay of it. And there were some people that were asking questions. One of them was about if they were boring the field. Is that the correct term?
Yeah, was the boring stuff on the field?
To see if how the drainage is and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, what I can tell you is that any question that I have heard so far, that I've personally heard,
Mhm.
has all that information is in the presentation on the Board of Education website.
There's
I
a
have-
PowerPoint.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty in detail.
Yeah.
So, right, wrong, or indifferent, if you like the program, you don't like the program. If you want to know something about it, everything's there.
If you have a question that may or may not have been asked before, check the PowerPoint. Probably have the answer there.
Right. And if not, you can email Sean McKenna. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put his email address up right now. So,
Well, the only thing that they say that this thing's been going on for a year,
it's been longer than that.
but
It's been a few years. They've done
this is the first time I heard about it was like a month and a half ago.
well, yeah, because I mean they had committees that were
Others,
working on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But nobody ever mentioned it before.
I have a question that's not on the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
What?
Where do we go to view the PowerPoint?
The Board of Education website.
Okay.
Just go there.
Yeah, they should probably put it on another website as well. Probably put it on the town one. Yeah.
Actually, if you go to the town website,
There is something on the town website.
No, but if you go to the town website and you go to meetings and agendas, you go over and it says Board of Ed. You click Board of Ed, it takes you to the Board of Ed website.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I just want to get this
Yeah.
on here so people can.
Mike can't type and
I
type.
can't. I can't multitask anymore. I really can't.
Yeah, he's getting old though.
Walking and chewing gum.
Yeah.
Completely beyond him.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I just put up there, for any questions, regarding the multi-purpose turf field, you can email Superintendent Sean McKenna. But look at the PowerPoint first, because that will probably answer your question.
Yep.
So anyway, okay, we got past that.
Okay.
It's Ask Chris Anything for Friday. If anybody has any questions for Chris.
If you have any questions that I can't answer, please refer to my PowerPoint presentation.
Also on the Board of Ed website.
Go to www.imjustkidding.com.
I wonder if that's an actual website. So here's another thing too. They're starting to ramp up. I got some school business here I want to take care of. It's fine. They're ramping up with fundraisers for Project Safegrad. And they lean on that money a lot, to put on these events for the graduation, the class that's graduating. And they go on a trip, they do little things, you get gifts, and it's a huge undertaking every single year. And as of right now, I mean, I know there are a bunch of people involved, but I know the two that are on the committee. I know Brenda Fryer is one, and Wendy Strain.
Is it kind of like weddings?
I know there are others, so I'm sorry if I forgot you, but
Is it kind of like weddings? The longer it goes on, the more elaborate the wedding is.
Well, I know when Melissa was on that committee, when Megan was a senior, and she was part of it when Sam was a senior too. I don't know if she did any more camera. I think she was done with that, but it was always more. Yeah.
Yeah, different time though. We're
Um,
different economy when that was going on. Right now, the economy is pretty tough.
Well, for years and years they were always going, and they don't tell the kids where they're going. You put them on a bus. Here we go.
Okay.
But they may tell them on the bus where they're going.
Yeah.
But for years they were going down to the sub base. Sub base had a whole, everything planned out for graduating kids, graduating classes and stuff, and they would have pretty much the run of the sub base.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, they went to where'd they go? Amusement park, Quasi. Was it Quasi?
Okay.
They went out on, like the Waterbury area.
Yeah, it's like
I
an
know where they're
amusement
going.
And it
this
rained.
Yeah,
I guess there was food everywhere. It was amazing.
I know where they're going this year.
Where?
The Healthy Computer.
The healthy computer. School Street, Jewett City.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful tour with Daryl, Democratic Daryl.
Yeah, make sure you wear your mask because there's viruses in there.
It's
Paul
the
made
best
a
dad
good one.
joke yet. It's the best dad joke yet. Yay, Paul. Oh, boy, what happened? We used to have so many Ask Chris Anything questions, and now all of a sudden,
They're all used up.
yeah,
Well, people are getting
nobody
smarter.
cares. Nobody cares.
People are smarter now. They don't need to ask
They
anything.
don't need to ask anything anymore.
They just Google it now.
All right, let me ask you. All right, I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
In today's society,
Yeah.
why is it that the long, gnarly, okay,
Gnarly.
beard and facial hair, why is that like so cool? To me, it's just like clean that up. Clean it up. It looks dirty.
Well, it's referencing.
Why is it so sexy? Put it that way.
It's referencing one of the great bands.
ZZ Top.
There we go.
Ah.
Everybody wants to look like ZZ Top right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
They did the whole Steven Tyler thing. Now it's ZZ Top.
So, like, I mean, I'm not a facial hair guy anyway, but it's like even the kids in school, it's like, how are they growing full beards?
Mm-hmm.
How is that happening? I don't think anybody barely shaved when I was a senior in high school.
There's always been a stigma regarding beards that it's a sign of laziness.
Oh, I don't know. I never got that.
Well, for
Paul?
me, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just too damn lazy to shave.
Well, like you. I mean, you're trimmed up with a goatee and stuff like that. You're not really gnarly though. I mean, at least it's shaped. I'm talking about crumbs and crap and just.
My last trip to the barber, I had him take a third of it off.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why it's considered like sexy now. It's like
Everybody's turning into loggers, lumberjacks.
it's Duck Dynasty.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Good morning, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
So I don't know why. If you're human, let us know that you're here. Let us know. Let us know if you're human. If not, be gone with you.
And if you have a
Trolls.
beard, chime in.
Yeah.
So that was my Ask Chris Anything question. Do you have an Ask Chris Anything question today?
New.
Damn it, think of one quick.
I'm trying to think of one.
Make stuff up.
Make stuff up.
Yeah. What's the weather going to be like this weekend, Chris?
Jesus.
I use the window principle when I discuss the weather. Look out the window and you will be more than likely able to predict your own weather.
Ah.
Now, I will tell you, yesterday,
I
I took Sissy for her first walk. Normally, first walk's about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
I had my jacket on, my hat. And by the time I got done, I was sweating. It was 52 degrees out and the sun was shining and no wind. I was roasting.
Yeah.
So
On
this
an open
morning,
fire.
I figured, okay, I'll just wear a light coat and take Sissy for a walk. It was 23 degrees colder than it was yesterday.
Today it was a great day
I
for
was freezing.
light breading.
Light bread.
So apparently he didn't look out the window soon enough.
I did look out the window. Unfortunately, you can't tell the temperature by looking out the window. I
I
learned
think you
that
can get a
today.
gauge. You know, it's like it looks cold today.
Yeah. If everybody walking up and down the
Is
street
it?
is wearing big, thick, heavy coats.
It's actually sunny.
Yeah. So you look out there and you go, wow, it must be really nice
I hate January. I hate
because it's
January.
gray.
It's almost,
Yeah.
it's almost over.
I hate it. I can't. Oh, I don't really have. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we? Yeah, I don't really have. I don't think seasonal affective disorder, or it's sad.
Yeah.
But I hate January. It's just a wasted month. It's like 30 days of squap.
So we divvy up the days into the other 11 months and we turn
Yes.
it into an 11-month calendar.
Yes. Then I'm going to hate February.
Yeah, then
That's
we
a
don't have to have one with 31 days and one with 29 days.
Out 28. This was 28.
Balance it out, guys. Just how about 11 months of 44 days?
Yeah.
Why don't we just go to base 60 like the Babylons, while we're at it?
Well, if you read some of the sciences that are going out there now, they're talking about the earth shifting and going off its axis.
Mhm. Polar shift.
Yeah, they're saying the pole shift that the days could be longer. Than, because of that.
I think we should switch to the metric system and have only 10 months.
Yeah, there's a lot of that
Yeah.
science stuff going on. A lot of people talking about it. Yeah.
So getting back to the beard thing, Victoria says a well-kept beard looks nice. Not a fan of the wild, unkept ones. though.
Okay, so I have to ask you, Victoria. What do you think?
That's kind of wild.
It's kind of. See, I think that's kind of wild.
Okay, I like it when the bottom.
I'm not saying it's
shakes
unkept.
when you do this and it shakes back and forth.
See, like ZZ Top, their beards were shaped, well, they look decent, I guess, for a beard, but they were, monumental. Yours, looks fine. I'm just not a fan of it. Just not a fan of beards at all.
Okay.
I don't have to.
They're
Be,
pretty good.
you
Yeah,
know?
You don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know why ZZ Top's beard was so long is because he's actually bald underneath his hat. So he uses it
really?
as a comb over.
Oh man, if you can do that, you're good.
my dad comes over. We did. I don't think he gives a shit anymore, but he did.
Yeah.
Oh
well. Hey, it's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So getting back to the school, I know I wanted to go ahead and just talk about this too. It's Project SafeGrad. They are, you can see it's up on the board right now. The Project SafeGrad calendar. It's for February. It's a $20 donation. And you can get a hold of Brenda Fryer or Wendy Strain on Facebook. And they're going to draw a winner every single day. So I guess they want they want to sell out because then they'll make money
Draw
for
a
the
winner
kids.
for
Well, let's see here.
What do you win? Tell them what they win, Mike.
2 lift tickets to Wachusett Mountain.
Wah, wah, wah.
Thomas Rhett concert tickets. The country singer.
country singer. Yeah, it must be a Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, many things to Mohegan Sun. Actually, wish I could. You know what? I'll see it better if I pull it up on my phone.
Mohegan Sun does a lot for the community.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. There were. I mean, there's 28 things.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Pull it up here. It's even that's blurry there too. Let's see. Pizza gift card. Gift cards, through the area. A gift card to a vineyard. Italian restaurant. Yard Goats baseball. 4 tickets.
Go Goats.
That's a $7 value. No.
Ooh.
Bluetooth wireless earbuds, a $36 value. one for an oil change, one for a massage. 50% off. No, I'm not even going to go there.
You know, the oil change and the massage, if you get those together, it might be a little awkward.
They can go together though.
Yeah, they can.
Nothing like getting rubbed down with some oil.
Yes.
WD-40.
Yeah. I wonder how to. They probably work pretty good, especially if you have those, knees that are kind of making noise.
Yeah, that's my knees.
Yeah.
Victoria says, Chris, your beard is good. No leftovers in it.
Not that you see.
Camera's blurry.
I have a few chicken tenders tucked in there just in case breakfast goes awry.
Zoom in on Chris's beard.
Mm.
Do you see any?
Mm.
Nothing.
Styling and profiling. Woo!
Come on. That's good enough. So what else they're doing at the school there? They do this thing called a gown gala every single year, where there are gowns available for proms and stuff. There's a fashion show. It's going to be February 11th at 11 till 3. It's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., not 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. That would be weird.
That would be weird.
Short dresses are $25. Long dresses are $40. And that will be at Griswold High School, February 11th. So these are all things that are geared towards making money for Project SafeGrad. So
Nice.
Well, I forgot where they went last year. Maybe they went back to the sub base again. So who knows where they're going to go this year?
Yeah.
They're very tight-lipped.
It's a secret.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the committee, you know. But otherwise, you don't. Okay, yeah, looks like Victoria's the only one there today. So we'll just talk to Victoria.
Okay.
Help me out, guys. I mean, you guys are staring at me like, help me out here. Should we just say goodnight and just help me here?
You're talking about the school, so
I know, but it's like, help me out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm sinking in the like, you guys are just like
Oh.
staring at me.
Well, normally you're the topic.
I am not the topic.
Well, what are you going to do about the hair that's in your ears?
I'm going to cut that stuff. Why?
I'm just asking. Some people love to have it.
No,
It's growing out of their
yeah.
ears.
Do you have one of those little rotary cutters?
I have that. Matter of fact, I do that at my desk. It was what?
Do it at your desk.
Yeah, nobody's in there. It's just me.
I'm never touching your keyboard again.
No, it's just like I'll sit there and I'm typing something or going over paperwork, and it's very soothing.
Yeah.
It is. It's very soothing. Peggy, I don't do it when people are there. I don't have people come in and visiting going, hey, excuse me, let me just chunk of wax.
But he does have a few TikTok videos out there.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not like that.
Show people how to do it.
Huh?
Show people how to do it.
No, I'm not doing instructional videos. I'm not
This is how.
Come on. No, this is ridiculous. Everybody go, that's gross. Oh, it's gross? Like you don't do it?
No, they pick their nose while driving.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That's gross. That's gross. Come on. I can think of a few gross things that women do that we're going like that, but wait a minute. You can't do that. You can't say that.
That would be offensive, Mike.
Jeez. Victoria goes, no, yes. Yeah. We'll stop it right there. But so you're all going to jump on me because damn well we're all clipping the ear because or the nose hair, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe you don't like to hear about it, but it happens.
It could happen.
Well, that's why they make those shavers for women, so they can shave the beard.
That's right.
They do make them. What's that stuff they used to have?
I don't know.
What's
Nair?
that? They used to put that stuff on her face,
Oh, I don't know.
and then they would
We should
take
ask
the-
a female
take the hair off.
and sit there and go, gross.
Yeah. 'Cause let's face it, they do have some women do have mustaches. But they have to be careful because once you start shaving, that's it.
Wait a minute, Victoria, I'm not manscaping. I'm cutting the freaking hair out of my ear. That's what I'm doing.
That's manscaping.
Not really. Manscaping is
You're pruning the
different.
hedges.
I mean,
Yeah. Ooh.
and nobody's at my desk. Nobody's there.
That's right.
Nobody.
You know, I think I'd much rather watch you trim the hairs in your ear than in your nose. Just sitting there with it.
I will tell you though, once I do that, I breathe pretty damn good. I'm not even kidding you.
How the hell did we get down this road?
Peggy said I could grow a crisp beard. Peggy, you cannot. You should have seen Peggy's teased out hair last night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Have
It
the
looked,
80s hair going?
oh yeah. Yeah. It was good. It was good.
Kelly LeBrock.
I know it was pure Peggy. I'm telling you. It was just
I'm talking Kelly LeBrock from Real Genius.
Oh, I know. I know who Kelly. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was
No, Real
pretty wild.
Science. Weird Science.
Weird
Oh.
Science, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. It was funny.
Weird
It was-
Sci-
it was
Weird
good movie. It was
Science.
kind of weird, but it was
Who
a
did
good
the
movie.
song?
Yeah.
Weird Science.
Kenny Loggins
No, well, yeah, Kenny Loggins did every other song and
That's
every
right.
other movie.
in the 80s.
Not this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Boingo Boingo.
Yeah.
That was the name of the group. It just took me right off of my train of thought here. But bottom line is, I really don't have a train of thought
Okay.
ever.
It's more like a caboose.
Huh? Peggy goes, I'm not hot like her. Oh, Peggy, you're a pretty lady. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, let's get back to
Maybe
Peggy's
not
hair.
with the beard.
Not with the beard, no. But I was we had a thing last night with the 80s. It was just a big thing that we were doing. And we were putting people on the screen that were in the chat group with us. And they were dressed out to the 80s and had what was called a box block dance party. It was a pretty wild night.
I'd heard about that somewhere.
Oh, it was wild. It was wild. I had to keep going off camera because I was hacking left and right. It was bad.
Yeah, you sound like you got some kind of snot thing going on.
Yeah. It's it
The hair in his nose.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm going to do after this?
Guess what? I know
Right
what you
I'm going to do it right at breakfast. How's that? I'm going to bring it with me.
You have your omelet any way you want, Mike.
gonna do some boring.
Boring.
Mike wants extra cheese in his omelet.
All right, you have a question there, Chris. Ready?
Oh, okay.
It's from Court.
Hi, Court.
Said, who else has classified documents, and is there a shortage of paper shredders?
Well, actually,
Two-pronged question, actually.
yeah, the first answer to that is they all do. They all have classified documents in their house. Their maids have perused all of them. So it's nothing new.
Yeah.
And
The dogs have been peeing on them. They put it, yeah.
that's right. They use them as drop cloths for their parrots.
Yeah.
What was the second half of that?
Huh? The second half of that, is there a shortage of paper shredders?
No, there's just shortage of people qualified to use a paper shredder. I would never put Joe Biden next to a paper shredder. He'd end up with a haircut.
You'd have to know how to use it. Apparently, he does not.
Yeah, how's this thing work?
Headbutt.
Shred his tie.
Oh, God.
When they said that Pence had some, which leads me to believe now Obama's got some in his
They all
closet.
do.
They all
In
do.
his closet too.
Yeah, this is surprising. And how?
And he came out with it. They didn't go after him. He just admitted he had them. So they all got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of Hillary's emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all do.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
I think, are they trying to take focus off of Mar-a-Lago and all the stuff they found there? You think this was planted? Wasn't planted.
Who, Pence or
Well,
who?
no. For example, like Trump had all these documents, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
at Mar-a-Lago, right?
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden Biden has a bunch. They found him, in his car and
That's because the Republicans have filled the House.
Huh?
That's because the Republicans filled the House. Now they're
Yeah.
trying to show that, yes, Trump had secret documents in his house, but they all do.
Yeah. Peggy, are you in SLC? Are you there all week?
I would also answer Court's first part of his question with
Oh,
this.
oblivious I am.
With my own question. Court, how many politicians out there are corrupt? That would answer your question as far as who has secret documents in their house.
There is a direct correlation.
There is a direct correlation.
All right, here's one for you. Ready?
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Twinkies or ding dongs, and why?
Well, I do prefer the Twinkie. The ding dong is just a little bit too provocative for me.
So are Twinkies.
Either way, you're getting it cream filled.
Are they really called ding dongs?
Yeah.
Are they?
There's
There's another product out there.
ring dings and ding dongs.
Oh,
are pretty much the
okay.
same
I was
thing.
thinking the ring
One's
dings.
Drake's, one's Hostess.
Gotcha.
And there's Tasty Cake. There's so many different ones.
Don't forget devil dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, devil dogs.
Devil
Yeah.
dogs have
Stop
been
it.
they've been around for so many years.
Did you ever eat just the cake of the devil dog and leave the cream filling in just this thin layer
How
of
the hell
chocolate?
did you do
I
that?
have done that
Carefully. Very
Yes, so.
carefully.
carefully.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like Oreos aren't an Oreo unless it's double stuffed. But then you take them apart and make a quadruple stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Delicious.
You might as well just inject it right into your carotid artery.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just put make it the insulin.
It comes with its own free bottle of insulin.
Little Debbie's now little diabetes.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
COVID.
I can't do. No, that's not. It
Might
is not
be
COVID.
Yeah. So he sneezed and coughed as a result of the
He
hair
got
in his
very
nose.
defensive when he said,
No.
no, not COVID.
It's not. It's not. No
I think he's trying to hide something.
documents.
Who's got
They're in
documents?
my car.
You get documents.
Huh?
He's probably got
Documents.
documents hidden.
Yeah. Paul's pot farm.
Probably got bank documents hidden in his car.
He's got the code.
When he left the bank, he brought the documents.
Mike's got the code to the football.
There you go.
All right, another question for you.
Okay.
They're coming in rapid fire now. Ever since I bitched, and now they come in.
Bitch.
Chris, this is from Victoria. What is your opinion on the new bills being introduced in our state? Prisoners voting, illegals voting, and lowering the voting age to 16.
Okay. I will say unequivocally to all three of those, no.
Okay.
The one bill that really has me riled is the 12-year-olds able to get vaccines and injections without the parents' permission.
Yeah, that's another.
Here's my thing. If a 12-year-old can decide on his own whether or not to get a shot, then he should be held accountable for any other decision a 12-year-old should make. So if he goes out and steals a car, he should get arrested and locked up for grand theft auto. That's a 12-year-old's conscious choice. Just like saying, you know what? I think I'll go out and get the COVID vaccine without asking mom and dad. They're making a conscious choice.
Yeah.
And I've had this discussion before. So to all three of those, Victoria, I would say no, no, and no. You were in prison. You were in prison for a reason. Somebody found you guilty of committing a crime.
But wait a minute. What if that crime is marijuana or marijuana possession?
Then I think that the right to vote should be reinstated. Like when they just
Should you be let out of jail?
Oh, sure.
But you're not going to let him out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I'm asking what he thinks.
If they're changing the rules to marijuana, then people who went to jail for
Okay.
marijuana should have it
Sure.
cleared,
I agree.
including the right to vote. Illegals, no. I'm sorry, but the word illegal just doesn't do it for me. What giving illegals driver's licenses and all the other things that go along with it, it's just they're illegal. Put them back on the other side of the border, make them come in here legally, then they can have all the rights that other Americans have.
The thing that bothers me about people that come here illegally, it's not because they're people or nothing like that. It's they don't follow the proper channels that we would have to do if we're going to go to a country.
That's right. And
You know?
that's where I
And if we did it, then guess what? They're going to toss our ass back too.
Yeah. And as far as 16-year-olds having the right to vote, go back to my whole discussion about 12-year-olds. If they're old enough to vote, they're old enough to be held accountable for any actions that they choose to make.
It's just one party trying to push to get more votes.
Yeah.
I think it's one party trying to hide other agendas.
I agree with
We're
Paul. I think they're looking for a bigger voter pool.
I think they're passing these stupid bills or trying to pass
Yeah.
these stupid bills to hide the real stuff that's going on.
They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, I know.
They're just looking for a different way.
Yeah.
All right, Peggy. Why oi? Peggy, you want to join us? Because I would love to hear your opinion on that. I really, really would.
Go, Peggy.
Good morning, Kim. How are you? Good
Hi,
morning.
Kim. It's your birthday.
I'll wait.
Standing by.
Well,
I'm standing by.
oh, okay. Well, you're standing by. What do you think about the one with the gun?
I have a meeting. Sorry.
Oh.
The one with
Yeah, now they got he's trying to put some new gun laws in as well.
Well, the one that really drives me nuts is the one that says that if you have a gun in the house, you have to keep it locked up.
That's Ethan's law.
How the hell do they enforce that?
Well, they can't.
They can't come into your house to check whether or not guns are locked up safely. How do you enforce it?
You don't.
It's
It's a reactive law. It's not proactive.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully, if people are following that law, then it is proactive. But
Exactly. But
it's predominantly any law that gets broken really is reactive.
Well,
right. But
if there are young people in your house and you have guns and they're not locked up, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You're
It's
stupid.
not. It's not just a law. It's
not
just
so
common
much
sense.
right. It's
Right.
common sense. I mean, yeah. If you don't have any kids in your car in your house and you got a couple guns, yeah, are they locked up? They don't necessarily have to be, okay, because you got nobody coming in that's going to handle them except yourself, except if somebody breaks in, of course. But I think if you have kids in your car and you don't have a gun safe, you're stupid. And that's where Ethan's law came in.
Yeah.
They just Ethan's law.
Dave Polito says Peggy is her hair is still teased from last night and doesn't want to come on camera. I don't know how she got all that stuff out of her hair, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
She was
Water.
80 to the max last night.
Good shampoo does that.
Oh no, shoot, it was awesome. It was
Okay.
awesome. We had fun last night.
Yeah.
We had so many people. You know how many people we had in and out of our We Love the 80s last night? Over 15,000.
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Them's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
people than in Jewett
I mean,
City.
the average watch time is like 2.5 minutes, but there are people that stayed. We had a running total of about anywhere from like 280 to 330, 340
Wow.
constantly at any time. But yeah, it was pretty wild. It's pretty intense.
Nice. Did you get more followers from it?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. You always get the followers, then you get the ones that will actually engage.
Mhm.
The ones
the ghost
that-
followers.
Yeah, I mean, some people will follow just because they want you to follow them back, which
Mhm.
really is an empty follow because they're not engaging with you and you're not engaging with them. So why
Right.
doesn't make any sense? I don't know. But do I think we gained some new friends last night? That will come into the We Love the 80s chat and listen to tunes. Yes, I
Sweet.
do. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I'm missing stuff here. All right. The gun thing really
Yeah. Well, you think
flued
about
some nerves. So
yeah.
Victoria says no more open carry and no more than one purchase a month because criminals follow the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That was facepalm emoji. It's all insulting to law. It's all insulting to law-abiding citizens.
that is true.
So
But
you can have 12 guns a year.
I mean,
okay.
I don't, that doesn't bother me
Like you need
because I
12
don't
guns a year.
buy a gun every month anyway. But in the open carry, I think is just to keep it hidden so kids don't see it. And
I
things
was
like-
in Aldi last year once, and this dude,
Yeah.
I mean, he had two six
Yeah.
shooters right on his hip, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "What is this all about?"
Yeah.
You know, and I he was a smaller guy, maybe 5'5" or so.
Yeah.
Now the
You know,
question
but-
is why?
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 Why do you?
What are you
need-
trying to prove? What do you?
Well,
I don't know.
I can tell you that
Prove that you can.
there's a lot more people carrying weapons than you could think to be carrying.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
weapons. Like yes. And
Yeah.
people you don't even know would be carrying.
Oh, I know
weapons.
people that are carrying that it's holstered in their pocket.
Yes.
I am a living weapon. I will talk you to death.
All right, here's a good comment from Sarah. I went through the illegal immigration process, and it takes a lot of money and a lot of paperwork, such as criminal background checks and physicals, and a lot of time. I don't understand how the laws I followed to keep this country safe suddenly do not apply to those who blatantly chose to disregard them out of convenience to the situation they find themselves in.
Right.
Rant over. I agree with you, Sarah, to be honest with you.
It's unfortunately it's the government that's allowing that to happen. It's not the individual people coming in.
Yeah.
If you're a immigrant and you want to get into this country and they're not stopping you, why would you not just walk across?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's kind of like the governor of Texas shipping off busloads of people to Kamala's house.
Yep.
Okay, first off, that's human trafficking. You know, if you're going to load up a bunch of illegal people and ship them to another part of the United States, that's human trafficking.
No.
Dave says my father kept a loaded 357 in his nightstand and a loaded shotgun in the closet when I was growing up. My father was in a gun club and we were taking gun safety classes at the age of 5. We would never even think of touching them.
Right. And that's the way that it should be is, you know,
Education.
introduce the child to the gun early,
Yeah.
give him education, teach him right from wrong, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
And then when he gets
Um,
older, let him make his own decision whether
yes.
or not to carry.
All right, getting back to immigration law, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. The arguments that are being posed to allow, quote unquote, allow non-residents to vote are that 1, prohibiting them from doing so is unjust because of barriers to naturalization. 2, prohibiting them from voting encourages discriminatory public policy. 3, allowing non-citizens to vote doesn't discourage them from seeking citizenship. And 4, allowing non-citizens to vote promotes policy that benefits society as a whole. I personally find these arguments to be weak arguments.
Yeah, and I would revert back to the same thing I said earlier, illegal.
And you have 2 people telling you, Timothy and Victoria, saying, nope, not human trafficking.
What would you call it then?
I don't know.
What would you call it? What would be the other name for it? Optional busing?
I think, well, I don't think you can call it human trafficking either, because basically all he's doing is taking them and providing them another place to live.
But they're illegal. You're putting illegal people in a bus and you're shipping them across the United
So what
States.
does he do? Keep them in his state?
No, send them back across the border and tell
Well,
them.
you know damn well,
damn well
they can't do that because of what's happening at the border. They try to enforce it, but they can't. If the powers to be in Washington ain't doing crap about it.
There's the problem.
Well, we know that. We know that's the problem. Okay, we know that.
I don't
There's
have any
nothing we can-
problem with anybody from any country anywhere living here.
I don't
Neither
either.
do I.
But,
As
but
long as
you're
they
right.
enter a-
I agree that a
legally.
lot of people, I remember people coming over here and they kept trying to get their green card and get their green card. And they were excellent workers and we wanted to hire them. And there's a law, in fact, that you cannot hire somebody that's over here on a visa. And there's an American that can take your place.
And before anybody says anything, up until the age of 23, I was a subject of the English crown. I had a green card until I was 23 years old. And then I became a naturalized citizen and I served in the military for 20 years.
Kim says my stepdad kept a handgun in his desk and he always kept the safety on because there was little kids always running around the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to people that live in other countries coming in here either legally or illegally, I think it's a matter of human rights versus legal rights,
right,
or statutes. And I think there's always going to be a debate either way.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know whether you've seen the video that's floating around, but I think it's down in South Carolina. I believe there was a 3-year-old that went into their father's desk, grabbed the gun, went out in the hallway, and was
walking around with it.
He
Yeah.
was walking around the gun, pointing it at people. He was 3 years old.
And it was on a reality TV show.
Yeah. Actually, the video went nationwide
Mm-hmm.
because of it. And apparently it's become a real serious issue where little kids are getting a hold of guns. And unfortunately, it's a tragic ending.
Well, on a good note for that one, the father was held accountable.
He was arrested. Yeah.
Shana, the illest.
Yeah.
DeShannon?
Shana, she's the illest. I came in at the tail end and I feel like shipping people back and forth as pawns is a disgrace.
Sure.
And you're not treating these people like humans or like cattle. Just saying.
I agree.
Yeah.
Victoria says, why should Texas continue to shoulder the burden of all the illegals?
Because they're on the border. They're a border state.
Yeah. Same way with Arizona. Right now, what's happening is there's farmers in Arizona right now. They're losing like over $100,000 because you got to remember what happens in Arizona. All of our green leaf vegetables come from Arizona at this time of year. And what's happening, all these illegals walking across all those gardens,
Trampling the
destroying
fields.
them, trampling them down. And these farmers are losing like $100,000 a day or a week or a month, whatever
Same
it is.
thing in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Same
So
thing in
that's what's
California.
happening. Yeah. So you can't blame them for saying getting them out of here. What if we had 100? What if we had?
My thing is, where are we going to put them?
What if we had?
Where are we going to put people that come here?
Yeah.
That are not, are not residents or not
Where would we? Yeah.
citizens.
Good
Where
point.
are we going to put them?
Where would we put
It's-
5,000
if-
immigrants?
Right. If we had the space, if we had, housing, stacked housing somewhere, and I got a feeling we're going to have that someday,
Well, that would. Yeah.
but, and probably sooner than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where are you going to put them?
That's right. What if they brought 5,000 immigrants and shipped them into Jewett City?
Yep.
What would happen?
We have a huge homeless problem.
Yeah. So now you
There
have
would-
5,000
there's
more
no
homeless.
place to put them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can understand some of these governors having an issue, but I would think our governor would say, "Yeah, bring them in." I mean, I think they did bring some in.
Oh, yeah, because he's
I think they brought some of the Ukrainians in. I thought.
to New Haven, I thought.
Yeah, they brought Ukrainians. I thought they brought them into New Haven, Hartford, and those areas.
You and I personally think it's going to happen, and we've talked about this before. Actually, is with more and more people working at home, and more businesses and companies figuring out you don't need these huge buildings anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And who I really am concerned with is Hartford, because I think the insurance industry, there's so many things that can be done right from your house. They don't need those big buildings,
Right.
Yeah.
and they don't need the liability of office space and their own insurance and utility bills and stuff like that. Look at Travelers. Look at the size of the building. Amica, just they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
Hartford's was, the insurance capital of the world,
Yeah.
or the United States.
Aetna's got like 5
Aetna,
buildings down there.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what happens? People work at home, or even let's say they have 5 buildings, right? And then they go down to 2. What are you going to do with the other 3? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can turn that into housing.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought I saw somewhere that within the next few years, 20% of the workforce will be working from home.
We talked about this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You and I talked about it.
Yeah.
And I had said I was worried about Hartford becoming something that it isn't today.
Yeah.
And just because of the whole, we're going to need the housing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, between people coming over into this country, obviously they want that part of that American dream.
Sure.
Okay. But then where are we going to put them? Then we have our own people. What about veterans?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have the space for the people that are naturalized citizens.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think a lot of
That's the dilemma that I have with
What
it
do you
all.
think a lot of these customer service places you call up and you want, you've got a question from some company and you're talking to somebody on the phone? They're working from home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
I've been on the phone with them. You
Yes.
can hear the freaking dog barking.
Yes.
You can hear babies crying, but they're all working from home.
Mm-hmm.
With technology today, you can route phone calls anywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
But like I called BreezeLine and the dude's at home.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Verizon.
Yeah.
They're at home.
They're at home.
Wearing his boxers.
Could be,
Well,
playing
don't
Halo.
laugh. When I work from home, I take
this
a
is
shower
the
at
top
noontime.
party on the bottom. I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah. So,
Dave says they're going to turn malls into housing. Not yet.
well, there's
Not yet.
this
Well-
talk about the Crystal Mall being turned into some housing.
Sure.
Not yet.
But here's the thing: if you're turning mall into housing, it's got to be profitable. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Well, the company that has purchased the Crystal Mall is trying to revitalize it into a mall atmosphere.
Right.
But how many anchors did they have there?
No, one.
No, now.
One. Yeah,
JC Penney, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Sears, huge,
Gone.
Mhm.
gone.
Macy's.
Macy's, huge,
Gone.
gone. I mean, those are 2 out of the big 3.
But they have
Christmas
their-
Tree Shops is still there.
Still
I thought
there.
it was
Bed and
going.
Bath is gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
So I heard not just like apartments, I heard like assisted living
Right.
Well,
is
that's
what I heard. In
But
those
still,
types.
it has to be profitable. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
I think anything with a revolving income like that could be very profitable, especially if you're doing something like a over 55 community.
Mm-hmm.
Where if they have reputable stores in that mall or at least in that general area,
Mm-hmm.
people would flock to that, because if they have all the amenities right there, I mean, when you honestly, Paul, think about it. I mean, the older I get, the more I like to have things closer.
Oh, sure.
I don't want to go. I don't want to get like in my car like a 19-year-old and go to Providence just because I want to do something. No,
I mean,
I
yeah.
want to go 3 miles and be done with it.
I mean, that could be set up for apartments.
Unless I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be set up for apartments. You can put a bank in there. You could put a couple
Sure.
of restaurants in
Grocery
there,
store.
grocery store
Sure.
in there for all the people living in there. And think about it too. You could walk around that place, put exercise
Mhm.
because you can, up and down. It's a perfect
Yeah.
spot. But it could
I
happen.
agree. I think that would be very beneficial.
Yeah.
But then you have that you said profitable. Okay. Well, you've got that revolving 30-day check coming in. Let's say you have 100 units in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It wouldn't
know?
be hard to change them either because all the little storefronts, they're all fairly small, apartment size. Think
Well,
about
that
it.
and it's really just one big open box that
Yeah.
they just divided with fake walls.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
creating real walls wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Everything's going virtual.
Mhm.
I really think that everything is going more and more virtual. It'll be a while yet, but to what you had said about how many people are going to be working from home, I think it's going to be more than that.
Yeah.
You said 20%.
20%.
I think it's going to be more like 40 or 50.
Some of the businesses are starting to lock down on that, though. They're starting to bring people back into the buildings.
Yes, that is true. I know one business in particular that had told
What's that?
that cut it off,
Cut what off?
working from home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
Because
still
I
think
guess
the
they think
majority
that,
is not- they're not.
I think they fear that people aren't doing enough productivity by working from home. I kind of disagree because I think people who work from home, their productivity levels are up because they
Yeah.
feel guilty working from home, like because they work all hours. So what if at 10 o'clock in the morning, you stop and you take the dog out for a walk? So what? But you're probably working 7 to 8 o'clock at night. So they always make it up. I don't think people are cheating companies as a result of working from home. If not, they're giving
Yeah,
them
but
more.
you can police that by signing in and out of your computer. And everything being, if you're not signed in, well, guess what? You're not there.
Well, it's not that. You just sign in the morning and just leave it up and running. You don't have to sign out.
Right. That's true.
They'd be up their way to count keystrokes and things like that. And this
Well,
is,
no, but what they can do, I bet you they'll come up with productivity reports. So it's like, okay, so over time, they'll figure, how productive should you actually be over, say, a 2-hour span. And if you're not, they can figure, oh, well, you're just signed in, but you're not doing anything. So I think they can figure that out. I don't think that's a hard fix, to be honest with you. I think they can go, especially if you're, in an office setting and if your job is task orientated. Let's say you're you're transcriber. You're a transcriber for medical notes. They've been working from home for years.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking 20 years.
Yeah.
So, or if not longer.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen there?
What you do is you turn on your computer in the morning, and then you remember those old long necked birds that would tilt back and forth until
Yes.
you position that over the enter button. So about every 45, 50 seconds, the thing comes down and hits the enter button.
I think they may even change. I mean, I think they could look at it and even change the pay process, based on productivity. It's like you have an option. You want to work from home? Okay, fine. But this is how it's going to be.
Right.
You're going to be productive. If not, whatever. Paul, when COVID started, right? What did I do? I couldn't stay home.
Yeah.
I had to be there. I am not. So not everybody can do it. And I'm not one of those guys that can work at home.
Right. Well, there's also the other assumption that when people are actually at work in a building, that they're being productive.
That's not necessarily.
That's not
true.
necessarily
Because
true.
there is-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're not productive there, then how
Yeah.
are you going to be productive at home?
Two types of people in the workforce: people that supervise and people that need supervision.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So think about it that way. That's probably why, that has to be that way. I know for a fact in one company that does in-house customer service, they took their representatives that had been with them a long time and have a history of productivity and, good, clean, solid productivity,
Right.
and have moved them
Right.
to their home.
It's kind of a reward system at that point.
Yeah. So think about this. You're a single mom, and we know there's a lot of single moms out there. There are a lot of single dads.
Yep.
Looking for work,
Paying daycare.
but they can't afford daycare. Why go to work?
Yeah.
Because whatever you make it work, it's going to go to daycare. So why not work from home as long as it's a win-win for everybody?
Right.
Yeah. Especially.
I think, I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. And if so, hey, I get it. But
especially customer service because they know
Just
how
my
many
thought.
calls you're taking.
Huh?
They know how many calls you're taking. They measure all that stuff of how many calls, how much time you're spending on each call. They can measure all that because remember, you're working from home, but you're signed into the company's network. So
And sooner or later,
Yeah.
they're going to look at payroll versus outsourcing on customer service.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of places will look at that.
Tell me you haven't had a customer service call.
oh, we went to the Philippines. Sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
of course.
So they're going to outsource. That the first step is to send people home and have them work from home.
Yeah.
Then they're going to look at outsourcing and whether or not the payroll that they're making right now is going to be better or worse than what they could get from outsourcing it.
Well, see, there's something that's a little ahead of that thought. And one of the companies that I worked for, I worked in marketing, and there was a department called resource management. So all the people that were on the phones, doing, it was basically, I was in a,
You were selling magazines.
no. I was working. This is when I was working for Verizon. It was basically retention. I worked retention.
Mhm.
That's where it started. And I worked retention, and first it was customer service and retention.
Oh, retention, not detention.
No,
Okay.
no.
Mike's always in detention.
Oh, back then they were giving away Mercedes. Don't go to AT&T. We'll give you a new car. But they knew when you're on the phone. They knew how long your calls were.
Yep.
They knew then there's call work time, which you have to notate the account. What they want you to do is they want you to notate the account while you're on the call. So when you're done, boom, when you hang up that call, boom, you're right to the next one.
Yeah.
Because you can actually turn your phones off to manually answer. But if you don't, when you're done, beep, call comes right in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they want. And if you're doing that from home, or if you have a history of doing that, or whatever company you're in, or that kind of productivity, they're going to put you home.
Yeah.
They're going to set you up with a computer.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to set you up with all that.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper for them to pay for your internet at home than it is to have you sitting there paying insurance on you, keeping a building,
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
keeping amenities,
Always comes down to the bottom line.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
We talked about it again 2 years ago.
Yeah. I remember when the whole working from home thing came out, and I had the company that I work for actually paid for a separate phone line for my dial-in at the time. But we didn't have wireless back then. We had dial-ins, and they actually put a dial-in in my house.
Well, just so we're clear, I work from home.
We do now.
I'm retired.
Yeah.
I work,
But,
I work from home.
Well, that's that by keeping track of they do that today by keeping track of all those numbers. That's how they can tell you that you're number 5 on the call list, or you're number 6 or number 10. That's how they tell.
Your call will be answered in 3 hours.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way BreezeLine is. Yeah.
I got to say about BreezeLine, I hear a lot of people complain about this, that, I'm on hold for. Why don't I have that problem? I don't ever have that problem with BreezeLine. Ever.
Because you dial in through the business line.
So you could too.
Yes, we could. And I've done that. Yeah. That's the issue. Yeah. I've done both.
Yeah.
Where I've gone through the residential, and they tell me, you got 45-minute wait. Right. When I go into the business line, you'll be back on in 2 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. That's how they do
Yeah,
it.
you're stuck on your phone going, human being.
Yeah.
well, actually, if you just Google BreezeLine business customer support, the number will come up, and you call that,
Yeah.
and you just get past I don't know my account number.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you'll get a business rep, and guess what? Oh, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if my account's a business account or a resident. I don't know. Well, what's your phone number attached to the account? Oh, what's a resident? Well, I can help you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to move you once you're talking to a human being.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna. So, yeah, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that for years.
Yeah. Well, because you have a business line.
Yeah, but even if I'm calling about my home, I do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, they look it up and say, he's a business guy. Yeah.
But Paul, if you did it, I don't think you're a BreezeLine customer though.
No more.
Right. But if you did, and you called into business customer service, and you only had residential service, they're not going to turn you away.
Right. I've done both. That's how I knew the difference in time frame between calling one number and the other, because I did do that,
Did you have a bundle for Paul's Pot Farm?
No, I didn't have to bundle.
The dude's got a greenhouse, I'm telling you. And now it's legal.
There you
And
go.
here we are. That's how quiet he got.
It's closed.
Paul's making marijuana
No, it's
cupcakes.
closed. It's actually storage,
Is it now?
Really?
Yeah.
The greenhouse?
Yeah.
Huh.
I couldn't, do you know how much kerosene is selling down the street
I
at?
don't even want to know.
$8.99 a gallon.
What's oil now?
I don't know.
Does anybody know what oil is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have a
Well,
monthly
Greenhouse is
charge.
closed. Not going to spend that kind of money.
Why don't you grow like live like vegetables and can them. For the upcoming apocalypse.
Yeah. Never had much luck growing vegetables around the house.
Really?
Nah.
You know what?
You know why? Not enough sun. I'm shaded by trees, and it doesn't get enough sun for the vegetables to grow.
I did all my seedlings right in the house last year.
Yeah.
And right in the sunroom, actually.
Yeah.
So one of the damn cats decided to eat them.
Yeah, when you take it outside, though, you got a place to grow them. Unfortunately, I put them outside, and there's not enough sun, so they just don't get the, what they need to grow. So I quit.
Sarah said oil's $4.07. She bought it today.
Yeah, it's going to go up. Yeah. They say it's going to go up again. The price of oil in gas is going back up again, not just because of the nickel.
Yeah.
But it's going up on its own.
Well, it went up because of the nickel, but it didn't go up in nickel. It went up 30 cents.
Yeah. That's because they said the price of oil is going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
oil.
gas now $3.29. Around here.
$3.29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something from Dave. He says, turn the greenhouse into a chicken coop. Make money selling tons of eggs.
Yeah, you can.
You can scoop chicken poop all day.
Nah, it's okay.
Don't want to do that.
Talk about another racket. Eggs.
They actually come down.
Oh, well, the price has gone up because of the bird flu.
Yeah, but the price of eggs has come down.
Actually, whatever it was, they're starting to catch up.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of chickens that were born, and now it's been enough time now.
You're telling me that the bird flu went global?
Yeah, but still, they're going to go ahead and ship eggs over here. We're talking domestic eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe it did go global. Birds fly.
Mm-hmm.
Bird flu.
Ever seen a chicken fly?
Bird flu. FLEW.
Ain't going across the pond.
All right. Well, we hope you have a good weekend. I think it's time for breakfast.
Yep.
Time to go. Hey, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. It was very impromptu or, just a kind of laid back kind of conversation today.
Yeah. We went from your beard to him picking his ears.
Back to my beard.
Back to your
The
beard.
gas prices. That's the thing. It's like, we never know what we're going to talk about. But we always find something and go with it.
Mhm.
But, honestly, a lot of it is guided by you guys that are in the chat room because you guys are the ones that are giving us the ideas and you make your comments. And we kind of talk off of that.
That's it.
So it's just a conversation. So hopefully we'll see you again Monday. And you'll be back Monday, right, Paul?
Yeah.
All right. Chris will not be.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a table read tomorrow for...
Start memorizing.
I'm going to be in one of
lines
Chris's
tonight.
movies.
Start memorizing your lines tonight.
All right. Well, give me the thing because I don't have the script today.
I posted it
Oh, you did?
on the Facebook chat. Group
The whole
chat.
really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a PDF file.
All right.
Open it, read it, memorize it, learn it, live it.
Live it. Love it. All right. I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. What time are you going to be here?
Tomorrow,
12?
I'll be here about 11.
Yeah. Well, I got to get here to let you in.
Where's the table read here?
Oh, wait. No. You know the...
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I'm good.
Yeah. We're going to do it here.
It's all good.
You want to come?
What am I going to read?
Then we might move from there into here where we can do a little bit of blocking and get it kind of lined up.
Did you actually want to record in here? Do the recording in here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
We're
good.
going to have
I'm good, I'm good.
SNSN up front.
No, I'm good.
Loud and proud. SNSN. Sports Network.
Yeah. When he writes a movie about an old guy, then I'll be able.
Well,
I've written movies about old guys.
yeah.
I just haven't written that old.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make